So I had this super wonderful conversation at the Pride Festival with this dude right here. Let me tell you what we're talking about. So this guy's up there with his buddies, holding signs, megaphones, just spitting all sorts of stuff. I mean, no love. I mean, if you've ever been to like a Pride Festival, anything like this, I mean, you know these guys. I mean, they're just saying all sorts of stuff. And of course, they claim that it's in love, but it's not. I mean, it's all just hateful stuff, filled with bigotry and nonsense. And this dude of course, brings up Romans 1:26-27, which a lot of people love to go to say that Paul's talking about homosexuality in that. And listen, I'm not going to break down just that verse. I'm not going to do any of that. I got stuff in my profile that if you want to click on and read and research and all that on your own, do that. But here's what I want you to do. You have to read more than just that verse in Romans 1. You got to read other verses. Actually, do me a favor. Read all of Romans 1. Because that's really what you got to do. You got to read all of Romans 1, and then you got to read Romans 2. Why? Because, see, Paul is setting you up for what's to come in Romans 2. Because no matter what you think of Romans 1:26-27, Paul lists all sorts of stuff beyond that people may feel things are sinful or wrong or whatever it would be. Whatever term you want to give it, right? But you got to read the whole thing. Because if you don't, here's what you're doing. You say, hey, I believe this. Let me go to Google and find the one verse that supports my belief. Guess what you do? You pick and choose Bible verses, which people love to accuse progressives of doing. What we want to do, and what I specifically want to do, is give you a bigger context so you have a better reading and understanding of the passage. So we don't pick and choose. Let's read all of 1. Because then when we get to 2, what does chapter 2 say? See, Paul's setting you up. He's setting you up because he says right here in chapter 2, for all those people that are sitting there and judging everybody that's doing all those things in chapter 1, all those that want to sit there and judge all these people for all the supposed wrongdoings, guess what? You're no better. You're no better trying to condemn and place judgment like that. In fact, you are just as those people are. So it's kind of like what that Jesus guy said, right? Like remove the plank from your own eye before dealing with the speck in somebody else's. See, sometimes we have to take our own inventory. And when we do encounter people and when we do work with people, we need to make sure we're doing love, because people like that gentleman and the people that he was with, there's no love. There's no good news in that. So make sure you're sharing love. Make sure you're sharing good news. And make sure you read stuff in good context.